Listen closely, because what I'm about to say is not loud, not flashy, and not begging for attention. And that is exactly why it works. In a world where everyone is talking, chasing, proving, and exposing every feeling they have, the most dangerous man or woman in a relationship is the one who can stay calm, stay silent, and stay grounded in self. This is not about manipulation. This is not about games. This is about power that comes from discipline, from restraint, from knowing who you are when nobody is watching. Right now, relationships are breaking faster than ever in America. Not because people don't feel enough, but because they feel too much and control too little. Stoicism was never about being cold. It was about being unshakable. And when that philosophy enters love, desire, intimacy, and connection, something rare happens. Attraction deepens, respect grows, silence starts speaking louder than words. Most people enter relationships trying to be chosen. The Stoic enters already chosen by himself. That difference changes everything. When you don't chase validation, you don't rush emotions, and you don't panic at distance, your presence alone creates tension, curiosity, and desire. This is especially true between men and women, where polarity thrives on contrast. The more chaotic the world becomes, the more attractive calm becomes. The more emotionally noisy relationships get, the more powerful quiet confidence feels. Stoicism teaches you to master your inner world first. When you do that, your partner senses it without you saying a word. Your tone slows, your movements become deliberate. Your touch becomes intentional. Even intimacy changes. Instead of rushing to prove passion, you allow desire to build. Instead of needing constant reassurance, you let space do the work. This is not absence. This is presence without desperation. Silence in a relationship is misunderstood. People think silence means punishment or withdrawal. Stoic silence is neither. It is control. It is the ability to pause instead of react, to breathe instead of explode, to observe instead of accuse. When tension rises, the untrained mind speaks quickly and regrets later. The Stoic listens. That listening creates safety, and safety is the foundation of true intimacy. When a woman feels emotionally safe, desire flows naturally. When a man feels respected, his confidence deepens. Stoicism doesn't kill passion, it refines it. It removes chaos from love and leaves behind something more dangerous, something steady, something that lasts. In moments of physical closeness, this discipline shows up in subtle ways: slower movements, stronger eye contact, the confidence to wait, the understanding that anticipation is often more powerful than action. Modern relationships suffer because people confuse intensity with connection. Stoicism teaches the opposite. Consistency builds trust, restraint builds attraction, self-control builds desire. When you are not controlled by impulse, your partner feels it. You don't need to dominate conversations or constantly explain yourself. You don't overshare emotions in moments of weakness. You don't chase when distance appears. Instead, you remain centered. That centered energy is rare, especially today, and rarity creates value. Stoic philosophy reminds us that we cannot control another person's feelings, actions, or loyalty. We can only control our response. When you stop trying to control outcomes, you become more attractive. You stop performing, you start being. And being is far more seductive than trying. In intimacy, Stoicism brings depth instead of noise. It teaches you to be fully present, not rushed, not distracted, not seeking validation through physical connection. Touch becomes communication, not compensation. Desire becomes mutual, not demanded. The Stoic understands that true closeness begins long before skin meets skin. It begins in the way you hold your posture, the way you listen without interrupting, the way you don't crumble under emotional pressure. This kind of strength is deeply attractive in American culture right now because people are exhausted by emotional volatility. They crave stability even if they don't consciously admit it. Stoicism provides that stability without killing romance. In fact, it amplifies it. When conflict enters a relationship, and it always will, the Stoic response separates boys from men, girls from women. Instead of arguing to win, you seek to understand. Instead of reacting to provoke, you pause to choose. Silence here is not weakness. It is strategic patience. It allows emotions to settle so truth can surface. Many relationships end not because of betrayal, but because of uncontrolled reactions. Stoicism teaches emotional responsibility. You own your feelings without forcing them onto your partner. That ownership creates respect. Respect creates attraction. Attraction sustains intimacy. This cycle is simple, but not easy, and that is why so few master it. The Stoic also understands desire without being enslaved by it. Sexual energy is powerful, but unmanaged, it becomes reckless. Stoicism doesn't deny desire, it channels it. It teaches restraint, not repression. In a relationship, this means you don't need constant physical validation to feel secure. You don't pressure, you don't beg, you don't chase affection. You allow desire to breathe. That breathing space creates longing. Longing deepens connection. And when intimacy happens, it feels intentional, grounded, and meaningful, not frantic or empty. This balance between control and passion is where true confidence lives. In today's dating culture, oversharing is common. Stoicism teaches selective vulnerability. You open up with purpose, not impulsively. You share your inner world when it adds depth, not when it seeks rescue. This makes your words heavier, your silence louder, and your presence unforgettable. In relationships, mystery is not about hiding. It's about not spilling everything at once. The Stoic allows layers to be discovered over time. This slow reveal keeps attraction alive. It keeps curiosity burning. It keeps respect intact. At the core of Stoicism is self-mastery, and self-mastery is the most attractive trait a person can have. When you don't fear being alone, you don't tolerate disrespect. When you don't chase approval, you command it naturally. When you don't lose yourself in desire, you experience deeper connection. Relationships stop being a battlefield and start becoming a partnership. Two whole individuals choosing each other, not two broken people trying to be saved. This philosophy is trending now because people are waking up. They are tired of emotional chaos. They are tired of loud advice that leads nowhere. They want depth. They want clarity. They want control over themselves, not over others. Stoicism offers that. In love, in intimacy, in silence, in strength. It teaches you that the strongest move is often no move at all, that the deepest attraction comes from grounded presence, that real power is quiet, and when you embody this, your relationships change, not because you force them to, but because your energy does.